Parts of this game fucking kicked my ass. I did not like the boss fight with Ares. I didn't think it was very good.
Lame. I agree.
And then just like from mechanically, where it's just like, oh, if I hit you, by the way, I heal for like a shit ton of damage.
Just wait till you get to 2. 2 might be my personal favorite, or maybe 3 out of the old ones. I think God of War 2018 and Ragnarok are better than all 3 of these games, but...
I mean, that's also like the character work for Kratos changes like so dramatically. Like, I know that in the first 3 games, he's just angry all the time, whereas in like...
His character development... Shit, might as well be recording,
We are recording. I'm always prepared, baby.
His character development, one could argue it might be the greatest character development in video games. I'm dead. Because of where he starts in the first game, they somehow made this one-dimensional character that they just kind of basically was like, give him some bullshit motivation to make the character feel angry and powerful, right? Kind of like Doomslayer. They give him so much depth in those last 2 games that, like, dude, legitimately in Ragnarok, that's why Ragnarok's number 2 for me with Red Dead Redemption 2. It legitimately made me like tear up. Like, just the way that they tell the story, and like they just I'm actually kind of excited to replay these ones specifically because I haven't really played them since the new ones came out. And now going back, I want to see like if, because I've played those games, if they've added more depth to these games. You get what I mean?
Possibly. Like, what's it called? Like, if somebody, like, after playing the first one for the first time, and somebody told me that the second game was their favorite PS2 game of all time, out of what I saw from the first game, I wouldn't even be able to fight them on that. And you told me that the second game's better than the first, and I thought the first game was as good as it was. I was like, oh yeah, Wait, is God of War 3 on the PS2?
No, the God of War 3 is a PS3 title.
Yeah, if somebody said God of War 2 was their favorite PS2 game, I'd be like, yeah, reasonable. Like, I'm not even a hack and slash guy, but I'm like, this was fucking...
The thing I'm like waiting for you to like see when you play God of War 2 is I think you're going to be shocked at how good that game looks and plays, because God of War 2 was like one of the very last titles to come out on the PS2.
Welcome to the post-pre-show. But dude, shout out to you for being the one that told me to play this game, because I don't know if I would have.
I'm so excited actually that we're playing this game. This is such a, like, I remember vividly, dude, where I was when I first played this. I was in 7th grade.
So if I load with the game being done, or do I new game?
Just do new game, fuck it. I mean,
Okay.
Just go to Spartan.
Spartan.
Yeah, and then just make sure when you save it, it goes over a different file. Iconic. This game's iconic.
I know. Like, I know that the
Looks pretty good too.
that the PS3 iteration of this game is doing a little heavy lifting, just with
Yeah,
like
they did a little bit of a touch up, I can tell. Just a little bit of a glossy touch up.
the beginning of the Tekken lore as well. Just Kazi got booted off the mountain, dude, by his dad.
After 10 years of suffering,
Kratos wanted to know what it felt like to be alive, so he decided to try the new and bold flavors of New 5 gum.
Yeah, for real.
Stimulate your motherfucking senses.
Yeah, I was about like, I want to say 12 years old. I had a little tiny box TV about this big. You remember those with the big ass?
I'm trying to get one of those, bro.
I had one of those, and I had this game on the PS2, and I would play it in my room every day after school for fucking hours, bro.
I will suck your
So fucking sick though, dude.
Oh, let's go. Lock me in, baby.
Whoever the original voice actor of Kratos is, you're a god, by the way. So much power behind your fucking voice, dude.
Ugh. Yeah, like, I'm not... Yeah, bitch, I know. This ain't my first rodeo. I'm gonna die immediately.
This game runs pretty good, too.
Oh, that's right. L1's block.
Then your right stick should be roll.
Sure is.
Nice. There you go. I've replayed this game a lot over the years, too. I just haven't played it in a long time, but I used to replay this game a lot.
Yeah, the only thing I got going for me is that I like, just played it recently.
Nice. So sick.
Yeah, the comboing's pretty good. It makes me think that, like, after playing this game and having as decent of a time as I did, it makes me think that I am going to be a Devil May Cry lover.
Probably. I've never played those games. I want to.
Neither have I.
But I like these games a lot, so I think I would like those games.
Come here, bitch!
I've also been told Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is, like, one of the best hack and slashes ever made. So
Really?
I'm like, yeah. My brother keeps telling me how good that game is, which you play as Raiden from
Yeah.
Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2.
Fucking cyber homie, bro.
Sick, dude. Which in Metal Gear Solid 4, his whole story is so sick. But
Well, I know, like, you have, Is the audio peaking? It might be peaking.
it's honestly probably just the PS2 era of audio just was not
Meant to be,
good.
like, blasted.
Yeah, no, it's just not good.
Well, freaking, yeah, because I got it dialed on stream, because I streamed, like, 90% of this game. And, I had it pretty dialed. And then,
Did you sleep with the ladies?
I did.
You did?
I did, yes. I had much sex. I forgot where to go, though.
Go for the ladies. Where the ladies at?
Oh my god. I actually unironically want to buy one of those, like, old, like, not super big, but like Sony TVs.
Yeah.
Like, they're super nice. They're, like, pretty small, but, like, the visual fidelity on them is, like, so perfect for these types of games. Bitch.
Fucking love this game, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, I love it too.
It's so cool. You know, I like because of this game, it piqued my interest as a kid in Greek mythology.
Yeah,
Man, isn't that cool? Something like that. Like it's like
very much the same for, like, Assassin's Creed.
I was just about to say, I feel like Assassin's Creed's like really the only other game franchise that can do that, where it's like it teaches you about history in a way and like mythologies and stuff. Like way fucking cool, dude. Way cool.
I am selling the bag right now.
You got it, bro. Lock in.
Yeah, this is not that hard, but I'm definitely making it look that way. Yeah, I've been actually wanting to revisit Assassin's Creed, like the old one specifically.
Do they have a parry system in this one, or is that later?
It is. It's just like a slowdown.
Okay, I think God of War 2 is when they implement that a little better. The actual parry.
It's less of a parry and more of a perfect block.
Yeah. Nice.
Press circle to suck his fucking dick.
These are quick time events. These original 3 have quick time events like this, but they look dope. I can't even complain. This is fucking sick.
The only thing that takes me out of it is the fact that, like, you're more focused on the button prompts than you are what's actually happening.
True. Like, I don't think quick time events are great or anything like that.
You want to get in there, bro?
Sure. But, you know, I think just to kind of show off what the console's
You
capable of
fucking
doing,
said that.
what the console's capable of doing, I thought it was kind of cool.
QuickTime events were much more popular in this generation as well, so this was much more like, when was the last time you played a game in the modern era that had QuickTime events as like a core mechanic?
I think Resident Evil 6.
RE6?
Yeah, and that game was egregious with QuickTime events. That's
still PS3 generation.
Yeah. I think like Resident Evil 4 remake, like instead of having QuickTime events,
That's true.
I think they kind of turned it into like a real-time QuickTime event. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That definitely would count. RE4. I didn't even think about the RE4 remake.
But I mean, are they QuickTime events? Because it's not a cutscene. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I would still say it's QuickTime events.
I know who you are, Spartan.
I love that he's a piece of shit to every single person in this franchise, too. Like, you'll see in the second one, people are like, please save me. And he's like, I'm going to use you as a fucking shield.
A meat shield, hell
yeah,
yeah.
like literally, I'm like, sick. These games did not give a fuck, bro, which is what I love about them.
Yeah, I mean, if...
Gives Doom vibes, you know? Like...
Most definitely. Just like the badass dude protagonist that just gets shit done by
dude, it just
pure force
scratches
of
that
will.
part of the male brain where it's like, I just feel like a fucking complete and total badass.
I feel like that's super valuable, and I don't think that's like a market that's really been kind of really tapped into as of recent years. I mean, maybe literally
Besides-
with the last God of War.
Yeah.
No, I guess Doom still, Dark Ages. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm off base with that statement.
And Dark Ages is pretty solid. Not as good as Eternal, but it's solid.
Which is so weird, because, like, how do you divorce the idea of, like you had these really tight mechanics. I get switching it up, but I'm like, oh, how is your sequel game lesser than? But statistically, when is it that sequels are good as the originals when it comes to, like, striking lightning? It's pretty often that it's not the case, so...
Yeah, that's why, like, I praise certain developers so much is because, like, I think we kind of took for granted that era where it felt like every sequel that came out for a game was just incredible, Like, every Uncharted game gets better, in my opinion. Every single one of them. Like, I think Uncharted 4 is the best one.
A lot of people like 2 over 3.
Oh, I know, but I actually completely disagree with that for a lot of reasons. Even though I love 2, I'm not saying I don't, but... And then, you had Modern Warfare 2, then you had Black Ops, then you had Black Ops 2, and not to say they were getting better, but, like, damn near,
Well, that also was back when Call of Duty was still good.
But, like, I feel like we were spoiled. Like, you had God of War 1, 2, 3.
100%, yeah.
Like, games did just get better, but we also kind of just were blessed with great developers, you know what I mean?
It's just, like, it really is, like, a product of the times, because, man, like... It feels like developers cared about their games back at this time, and it feels like they just don't now. It's like, how can we make money the best possible?
There are developers that care. It's just that they're few and far in between now because, like, I don't know, corporations just get in the way. It's just like corporate greed,
Cook this motherfucker. And this game, like, came at a perfect time for me, where it's like, I kind of haven't been playing a lot of, like, really lengthy games. And this was, like, the perfect... What would it be, like, 15, 20-hour game? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
The command grab. You almost got him, though. He's almost out of commission. Let's go, baby.
See, like, this is fucking dope looking. Like, especially for the PS2 era, dude. Like, animations look really sleek. Granted, everything's kind of got a glossy look because it's an upgraded version of the game, but still, these animations, this is how it looked on the PS2.
Well, like, and even how they do, like, a really good job at, like, containing... Good job, nice. Like, containing each level, where it's like, oh, this doesn't super feel like a level, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, back when, like, developers optimized their games, surprising. Never heard of it.
That PS2 generation, man, we've talked about that extensively, but, just... The PS2 is a fucking great console, dude. It was easy to develop on. It, like... They were more concerned with performance than they were with graphical fidelity.
And even then, like, sometimes you just got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, for real.
Or like, oh, dude, yeah... If this game looked anything like how it does now back on the PS2, I would say that probably one of the better looking PS2 games out there. And the fact that it play this good, and with a game like this that, like, is supposed to be very fluid, like, performance is key with a game like this. Like, no one wants to play as Kratos at, like, 15 frames per second.
Exactly, which is my exact problem with Project 8 on the PS3. It's like... That's such a prime example of what was wrong with the PS2 and PS3 like the difference between the two. It's like, if you want me to explain to you why I don't like the PS3 generation, just look at Pro Skater 3 for the PS2 and then look at Project 8 for the PS3 and you tell me. You get what I mean?
Most definitely.
I'm like, yeah, the Project 8, does it look better? Sure. It might look a little better, but it doesn't play good at all.
Well, like, even the PS2 Tony Hawk's, like, I believe 60 FPS. Project 8 is 30, and then it'll slow down to, like, 15.
Yeah, and it doesn't, it, like, maybe will hit 30. Maybe. But, like, if you're actually flowing in a combo, like, actually going around, like, trying to play the game, you're dropping down to, like, 15 fucking frames.
So, yeah, maybe the fucking 360 version, maybe that's just the optimal way.
You might be right.
I want to get a 360. I didn't think I'd be saying that anytime soon. And then also, too, like, preserving the physical medium as well. Like, that's becoming more and more important for me.
I agree.
I say that, but I have been emulating a lot, so... you know, maybe I'm a little bit of a hypocrite at the same time.
Shit. Yeah, no, but I think just the fear of us not owning our games anymore is really what spikes my interest in, like, owning physical games.
Most definitely.
You know?
Get that saved, baby. The, well, like, and that's another thing, too. It's like, if you emulate, that's about as good as, like, owning your game as you can get in the digital space. Like, it's not like they can steal your fucking ROMs or anything like that.
Right.
You'll have them for as long as you have that file. Bro's
Right.
trying to fucking kickbox me right now.
You're too late. We're pinned down.
We're pinned down!
These creatures, they came from nowhere. The ships are all destroyed. All hope is lost, Spartan. Even for you.
Well... Oh, just the minute you get back into in-game, I'm like, oh, ugh.
Yeah. Dude, this game's fucking great.
Bro, oh, fuck, dude. They destroyed my box. Every college girl ever. Did I ever
Are you
tell you?
intrigued? Sorry, go ahead.
Did I ever tell you why they call it a box?
Why?
It's because you can put things in a box.
Wow.
That's the stupidest fucking...
The more you know.
The what? The less I wish I knew.
Are you more intrigued to play the later God of War titles after playing this?
I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I'm kind of just, like, into what I got served up on this experience.
How do you feel about the idea of it kind of changing its, like, fundamentally how the game plays? Because that, like, they did a
This shit
full-
sucks, by the way.
You want me to try it? And then I'll give it back to you after this? That way you can kind of give me your thoughts?
No, you're fine.
So, they kind of do this bold thing of, like, completely changing up the gameplay style, right? They go from the hack and slash kind of vibe of the first 3 games, and then they had the spin-off games with the PSP, and then they had Ascension, which a lot of people were kind of like, whatever about that. And then 2018 completely changes
The
the
structure.
feel. Yeah,
Like what?
and like the gameplay is completely different. Like, some things kind of feel the same, but overall the combat is just completely reworked, which is kind of bold to do, you know? And because 2018 was so refreshing, in my opinion, that's why I was kind of like meh on Ragnarok for like the first couple hours.
Is because it switched up from what you were... No.
Fuck.
It switched up from what you were expecting?
Well, it's with Ragnarok, the one after 2018, that was the one that was, like, because 2018 was such a change of pace, and it was, like, a hugely refreshing and just, like, innovative video game, right?
Sure.
Ragnarok just felt like more of that, but for the first couple hours, I was like, there's not enough going on here to differentiate this from 2018. It just feels like 2018, you know?
Okay. Sure.
It wasn't until I started to keep playing the game and I started to see more of what it has to offer, especially story-wise, that I, like, had a complete change of heart. Like, especially the story.
Yeah, it was the story that just really sold you on the package.
Oh, yeah. Like, it really did. I was just like, this is 2018, but better, in my opinion.
What
How
are
did
we
that
talking about?
happen?
This is racist. It's 'cause I'm black, isn't it? You know what? Go for it, bro. If you
Alright.
got it, you got it. You will have my unlimited respect if you just get this first try. Now I gotta see. Well, like, and that's the beauty of a sequel, too, is, like, you guys establish what you already needed with, like, the core mechanics. Now you can, like, you don't have to focus on any of the introductory work. You can just focus on, like, oh, hey, we're trying to tell something now.
Right.
Come here, Colt. And, I mean, look at, like, my favorite damn, you are killing it. My favorite developer, well, I don't even know if they're my favorite developer at this point, but From Software, all their games play pretty much, damn, good shit. All their games play pretty much the same. So if you're gonna say anything or like do something structurally new, then you already have the formula established to where you can do that. But storytelling in From Software games is so... what would be the word? Like unassuming. Like you could play every From Software title.
Like it's just kind of like background.
Yeah, exactly. You have to do like you have to put in the groundwork to understand what's going on.
It's kind of, the Doom games are kind of like that too. Wouldn't you say? Like Doom 2016. It's like
Sure.
It's you kind of have to like just pick up notes and shit to like really understand what's going on, but that's not the focus.
But even then, I would say like Doom is a good example. But like From Software games are even more like innocuous with that, where it's just like, oh yeah, like you have to go around and read like item descriptions in a way where you would normally just like ignore the items. Like, oh, it's a sword. Like that's not gonna tell me anything. But it's like, oh, this sword was like encrusted with the like the hope of the Drang Lake people or whatever.
Right,
Like, oh,
right,
okay,
right.
so it's like, oh, okay,
It's
so
like what the fuck is that?
do they believe in like a religion or something like that? You can climb up the rope.
Yeah, I just want to see there's others.
And like yeah, like things that would just seem innocuous are just like totally not. And like but for me,
This guy is just eating these jabs.
yeah, you can just spam it. The thing I enjoy about the From Software games is not the story. Like I literally play every game without knowing what the story is and just like look up lore videos.
Oh my god, bro. Why are these guys just kicking my fucking ass out of nowhere? They're not dying either.
That's brutal.
I have to probably restart that whole fucking thing. That's crazy.
Nope.
Okay, good.
Checkpoint. We take that. I'll show you the way of my people. Just do this.
Damn, it takes 13 of those to kill him? Well, we are on like a harder
Well,
difficulty.
it comboed 2 of them at the same time, and it counted the combo.
But they kind of took like a page or two from the Soulsborne games with these later titles.
Like purely mechanical standpoint.
A little bit. A little bit. I only say a little bit because it doesn't necessarily feel like those games. It does kind of feel like its own thing, but it just feels like they kind of took a page or two out of it as far as like the locking on system and like your parry and blocking kind of mechanics. But dude,
Just a little bit of
fucking-
that DNA.
dude, that fucking axe that you get is so sick. Probably one of the coolest weapons in a video game. So fucking sick because
Go
you
for it,
call that
Brian.
shit back like Mjolnir.
Oh,
Like the
fuck
hammer
yeah.
and shit. Like you'll see. It's so cool, dude.
Grab 'em.
How's that taste, dude?
Get a little taste of the glory. See what it tastes like. I don't think I ever used the grab while on like the rope climbs or anything like this. Nice. I think I was purely just light attack spamming throughout the whole duration of my game. But I mean, hey, fuck it, that works.
Dude, he's not even a fucking
Come
god
here.
at this point, and he's doing all this shit.
I mean, he's like he's a demigod, right?
Yes, and well, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, that makes a hell of a lot of sense. Without spoiling anything, I didn't think about it. I'm just curious if there's something over here.
Oh, yeah, there's probably like a chest or something like that.
This game's got a good atmosphere too, man.
No, most definitely.
Like
Like,
the music's great, like the way the rain looks, and like the scale of it all.
and it switches up too, like depending on the area that you're in. Like this is like, you know, obviously like elating that kind of like washed out, dilapidated kind of look right now. But as soon as you get into fucking like the god realm or wherever it is you need to be, like with Athena and whatnot,
Right.
like it gets that more, I don't know, like that golden kind of tinge to things.
Yeah, and the thing that these God of War games, these early ones, do really well, that I feel like it's not that Ragnarok doesn't do this, it's just it does it in a different way, or like not just Ragnarok, but the later God of War games, is that Sony Santa Monica Studios, they do a really good job at like scale. So like they'll have your character, like he's not that big on the screen. You know, like if you look at the later God of War games, the camera's like right on his shoulder, right? But these ones, you'll see from time to time, like walking here, they'll pull
Very
the camera
zoomed
back
out.
just to show
Like a little scope
how
and scale.
massive. Yeah, dude. Like, which I think is really cool. They really do that a lot in 2.
You would almost think it'd be like the reverse of that, because of these limitations of the hardware, it's like, all right, let's be as zoomed in as we can at all times.
Yeah, and that's the thing I think is really impressive about these games.
Of like just looking off in the distance, like seeing some fucking like, oh, there's a shipwreck out there or whatever.
Right.
And it just makes the world feel like that much more fleshed out, where like it kind of detaches you. Like it doesn't just feel like we're in a level of a game. Like it feels like we're traversing something intentional.
You want to get into it?
I played for a little bit. Go for it. Go for it, bro, Hamid.
Lord Poseidon, Kratos. Before
They
you
call me
reach
Puss
Hades,
Sidon.
there is a task
Can you scratch my
must
nose?
complete.
Very itchy.
This
Makes me think of
beast
like
is Hydra.
what is it, Power Rangers or whatever?
I was gonna say, this reminds me of Atlantis, the Disney movie.
Yeah,
Remember
dude.
when they walk in that lake or whatever, and she sees all those stone rocks rise up or whatever? You know, when's the last time you saw that movie?
Not since I was a kid, man. It's been many years.
But you remember that part, right? That when that fucking baddie walks out on the water. Remember that?
I abused the shit out of this move in the clone fight specifically.
What move? Oh, this move?
Yeah, dude, the clone fight fucking sucked. Like that was 0 out of 10 my worst experience in gaming ever. That's a lie. Yeah, where you're fighting the copies of you, like your shadow yous.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that. It's
That
been a
shit
while since I
sucked.
played this.
That shit fucking sucked. And then I just started spamming that move that Poseidon just gave you. As I said, they call him Puss Sidon, cause he just slays some pee, dude.
What up, P-side?
P side, my boy P side, bro. Hey, what time is your movie, by the way?
Not till like 11.
11. Okay, we got a little time on
We got
it.
time.
I got time on it, messing with the NOE. I got 5 on it. Bow, bow. Dude, shout out to the movie Us. I fucking love that movie.
That movie is really good. I think it's underrated, actually.
No,
Did you see Nope?
I did not.
That one was pretty good too.
Was that also Jordan Peele?
Yep. I watched that actually recently, like a couple months ago. Pretty good.
Fantastic director, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, much like video games, like it's pretty rare, especially lately, that like a director has my blind faith. I'm like, if Jordan Peele's making something, I'm down to watch it. The same way that like if Rami Malek is in something, I don't know why I'm a Rami Malek fanboy, but I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah. I feel that way about certain directors and stuff. I feel that way about developers. That's kind of why I have faith in GTA 6 in a way. I'm like, dude, they made Red Dead 2. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, sure. Like,
I get people's concerns, but I'm like, I kind of going in blind faith with that one. I'm like,
I mean, I really become like a Capcom shill at this point.
same with Capcom. Capcom's another one too. Oh shit.
Oh, he's sucking you, dude.
You think if Colt was this big and we were that small, you think he'd try to eat us?
I'm not sure about you, but this dog, this dog fucking loves me.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe he loves you so much he would eat you. Because I don't know if he loves anything more than food.
He wants to get a little taste of the glory. See what it tastes like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna fucking die.
He's got to remember who feeds him.
Oh shit, get in there.